They are mighty warriors from ancient Japan. Their fates brought them to face great challenges and perils. Their lives are filled with drama, tragedy, and triumphs. Their world mixes real history with fantastical events. They are ronins, they are ninjas, they are monsters, knights and priests. These samurai spirits have gone through so many changes and development throughout the years of the franchise's history. These are their stories. These are the Bushido tales. Since her introduction in the first Samurai Shodown game, Charlotte, the lady fencer from France, grabbed the attention and love of the franchise's fans. Whether it is her strong personality, knight armor, fencing skills, or fierce moves, Charlotte will become one of the series' staple characters. But what is her story, and what makes her follow evil whenever and wherever it appears? Let us find out. Born Charlotte Christine Ducolde in a minor French noble family, her life would have been completely different if it wasn't for a tragic love story. When she was a teenager, Charlotte met a charming young man who she fell in love with after sharing a dance at the Versailles Palace. This young man was everything young Charlotte hoped to find in a soulmate: strong fencing skills, well educated, and excellent in his studies. But unfortunately, the young man fell ill and died. Following this short-lived love story, Charlotte would prefer the company of commoners rather than the nobles of the country. She would practice her fencing skills and travel the French countryside, seeing how her people live in different parts of France. In one of her travels, she caught word on a series of calamities with no natural causes. Upon investigating, she found out that the sources of this evil intent are coming from the east. Determined to find the source of the calamities, Charlotte embarked on a journey by boat accompanied by another noble by the name of Michel. Although Michel had feelings for Charlotte, she only saw him as a friend. Upon reaching the shores of Japan, Charlotte was confused. She did not know what to do or where to start. But Michel told her that his intel suggests that the Lord of Hinoa, Gao, is about to start a rebellion, and it would be unsafe to stay in Japan. Feeling that this event is connected to the evil she sensed in France, Charlotte disembarked the ship and set on a journey to Hinoa, against Michel's wishes. Unknown to both of them, their boat was carrying an unwelcome guest that they picked up unknowingly in their trip: the Green Hell warrior Tam Tam, but that is a story for a future episode. When Yoshitora finally defeated Gao at the Battle of Hinoa, Charlotte met the Shogun heir, and the two exchanged a rather brief but meaningful dialogue, as Charlotte asked Yoshitora to listen to the people of his country and be just and rule for them and not rule them. While Yoshitora tried to show that he is not taking her seriously by joking around, her words truly touched him. Believing that Gao was the source of these calamities, Charlotte decides to return to her home country. But shortly after the fleet sailed the seas of Japan, the young French noble received words that the evil occurrences are happening on the shores and that a number of heroes are on their way to end this evil once and for all. Knowing that the calamities on both Japan and France are connected, Charlotte orders the fleet to dock again in Japan and sets on a journey to defeat Shizuka Gozen. After the death of Lady Shizuka and her gentle soul, now free, transcends to the other world, Charlotte could not help but feel that Shizuka Gozen was just the tip of the iceberg, and that the source of the evil is someone else, something else. Going against her heart, Charlotte orders her fleet to go back home and decides to stay in Japan to solve the mystery once and for all. Not long after, Amakusa Shiroto Kisada's reign of terror began, and Charlotte joined Haomaru, Nakoruru, Ukyo, Galford, and other samurai spirits to fight the resurrected wraith from hell. After Amakusa's defeat at the hand of Haomaru, Charlotte received a letter from France through her pet pigeon Pierre. The contents of the letter were clear. The French Revolution has begun. Determined to help the commoners of her country, Charlotte returns to France and becomes a leader of the revolution. Couple years would pass, and Charlotte realizes, much like the other heroes, that the real threat was never Amakusa, but the Dark Lord Ambrosia, who now commands Mizuki Rajoshin to plunge the world in chaos. Wanting to end this evil once and for all, Charlotte travels to Japan once more and joins her friends led by Haomaru, who she started to develop feelings for. After both Haomaru and Nakoruru defeated Mizuki and ended the terror of Ambrosia, Charlotte wanted to reveal her feelings to Haomaru, but stopped when she found out that Haomaru has another woman in his life, Oshizu. Ashamed of the weakness and unease love makes her feel, Charlotte decides to avoid such feelings, and as a way to remember her promise to herself, cut her long hair and threw it from a cliff in Japan before deciding to return to her homeland of France. While the samurai spirits would face another big threat in the form of Hyuga the Destroyer, canonically, Charlotte was not involved, even though her ending in the Neo Geo Pocket Color Samurai Shodown 2 says that she indeed came to Japan to defeat Hyuga, and after his death, she decided to challenge Haomaru for a final battle. But for now, the story appears to be non-canon. So this was the story of Charlotte, which seems to end with Samurai Shodown 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neo Geo Now. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Brian Tiard, and Fahad Aswadi, as well as special thanks to Shaka Asamiya, Heinz Green 3, Refugio Robles, and Felipe Guiomara. Those of you who are not yet Neo Geo Now patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos, as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the Neo Geo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.